On this week's edition of the VYPE Friday Night Recap Show, we have another slew of games to get to, so let's jump right to it. First game tonight is Marble Falls versus Elgin. We move to late in the second quarter, seconds left. Elgin up 19-13 when Elgin's QB takes it right up the middle and scores 26-13 at half. Marble Falls' Hayden Hoover would respond late into the third quarter with a run right up the middle. McFarland, though, who seems to like to score at the end of quarters, would answer at the end of the third with this run right here. Elgin would take a 13-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. However, the fourth quarter would belong to Marble Falls as Hayden Hoover takes it up the middle here to cut Elgin's lead to 6. Then, 2 minutes to go, Suarez would go right up the middle to give Marble Falls a 1-point lead. Elgin still had a chance to win the game, but on fourth down, they were not able to connect. Marble Falls wins this one, 34-33. Haze looking to get back on track after last week's loss to Vista Ridge, taking on Dripping Springs. And we move to the third quarter here, and it is all Haze in this one. Here, Jackson taking up right up the middle to extend their lead, 38-7. Then, with Dripping Springs making a little run of their own, Ybarra says, well, the run is over with a run of his own. Haze wins this one, 45-28. Next up, we have the Battle of the Cedars. Cedar Park taking on Cedar Ridge. Tied up 7-all when Ryder Hernandez finds Preston Scott wide open in the end zone. Middle of the second, Cedar Ridge up 14-7. We move late into the second. Fourth down, Cedar Park going for it. Ryder Hernandez again finds a wide open receiver, this time Tristan Herbie. Cedar Park takes a 21-7 lead into halftime. Fourth quarter, Cedar Park now leading 21-14 when Ryder Hernandez scrambles to avoid a sack and he finds his receiver who makes a ridiculous circus catch, and then he will do the rest, juking and jiving all the way to the end zone. Cedar Park wins this one, 28-14. We'll take a look at the VYPE Live Scoreboard now to look at some of the other action in the area this past Friday and Thursday. First up, Vandergrift getting the best of Ellison, 44-7. Lago Vista blanking Lhasa, 63-0. Buda Johnson getting their second win as a varsity program over Crockett, 56-8. Azo beating Everman, 61-48. Abilene Wiley taking care of Monterey, 24-6. And Goose Creek beating South Houston, 36-12. We move on to our next game of the night. Collin taking on Hendrickson. We move to the fourth quarter in this one. Hendrickson up 17-3 when Kadarius Marshall makes this amazing grab, and he will take care of the rest, going over 60 yards for the touchdown. Keep Collin in this one, 17-10. However, Collin would not be able to stop Hendrickson as they are able to punch it in from 1 yard out. Hendrickson wins this one, 24-17. We move down to Maynard, Texas. LBJ taking on Maynard. Second quarter, all tied up at 7. Maynard's quarterback underthrows the ball, but the wide receiver adjusts and makes the catch, and he will not be caught, and he is gone for the touchdown. However, extra point is no good. Maynard up 13-7. Later on, LBJ now leading 14-13. Faison Washington takes the handoff, makes some jukes, and he is gone all the way to the house right before halftime. LBJ leading 21-13. Now up 28-13, but Maynard making some moves, including this pass to Carl Chester. Maynard hanging in there, 28-19. However, Donaldson will put the finishing touches on this one with a 44-yard touchdown run. LBJ wins this one, 35-19. Lockhart taking on San Marcos, and this one had a wild finish. San Marcos is up 20-18 with 20 seconds to play in the fourth quarter when Lockhart quarterback Jackie finds Andrews wide open in the end zone. Lockhart takes a 25-20 lead with seconds to go. However, with 2 seconds remaining, San Marcos Rattlers quarterback DeLeon scrambles around in the pocket and heaves a Hail Mary prayer that is answered by Cannon Webb. San Marcos wins in a nail-biter, 26-25. Springwood's taking on Pasadena. Early first quarter, Isaiah Sutton takes the handoff, and he has wide open space, and no one will catch him as he goes the distance. Springwood's up early, 7-0. After another touchdown makes it 14-0, Pasadena would finally answer when Lomas takes it right up the middle, 14-6. Springwood. Pasadena would tie it up right before half on this slant route to Snow, 14 all at halftime. Caragano will put Springwoods back on top right here with this run, 21-14. Pasadena trying to get the ball back for one last chance to tie the game. However, Springwoods would make the first down on this play, and they were able to run out the clock. Springwoods wins 21-14. We take a look back at our VYPE Live scoreboard for some more scores from this past week's action. First, Baytown Lee took care of Santa Fe 41-14. Regents handled St. Anthony 44-6. Wimberley gets the win over Alice 45-14. Antonian beats Holy Cross 42-14. St. Michael's beats John Paul II 34-7. And Northwest takes care of McKinney North 63-49. We move back to the highlights. Stony Point taking on Austin Bowie. Late second quarter, Stony Point up 21-20. And they will add to that lead when Stony Point's quarterback finds the wide receiver and he makes some nice moves to finish it off. Stony Point takes the lead in the halftime, 28-20. Stony Point now up 30-20 midway through the fourth quarter when Camacho finds himself wide open and he is able to get into the end zone. Stony Point now up 30-27. However, Bowie would not be able to get the ball back. Stony Point holds on to this one, 30-27. Stratford taking on Oakridge. We move to the fourth quarter with Stratford leading 22-18. But Oakridge finds themselves wide open on this pass, and they will score. Oakridge will win this one, 25-22. Woodlands Christian Academy taking on Westbury Christian. We move to the third quarter. Warriors up 21-2 when Warwick Hawkins take the pitch, and he is gone to the house. This one is all Warriors. Final in this one, 35-16. Sterling taking on Brazoswood, and this one is going to be a good one. Third quarter, Sterling with the ball, but Brandon Kim intercepts the ball, and he will take it back for a pick six. 10-7, Brazoswood. Late into the fourth, Brazoswood still winning 13-7 when DeLuna finds Sylvester and he makes a catch between two guys to tie the game. Extra point would be missed, so we're heading into overtime. Brazoswood would get a field goal in overtime. Sterling with the ball, third down, and DeLuna finds his receiver in the end zone for the touchdown and the win. 19-16, Sterling in this one. We go back to our scoreboard one last time. Central Catholic beats San Antonio Christian 42-24. Gladewater takes care of New Boston 61-16. And Jernton beats Poteet in a rivalry game 45-21. Don't forget to check out our plays of the week every Saturday and check out all of our content over on VYPE.com.